Montana matters to the grayling, the golden eagle, bison, and the lynx.
Hola! Guess what you're going to make today? You're going to make steak tacos. Now, I'm going to make my side dishes with Spanish rice and some little bit of refried beans, but you can go ahead and do whatever you want. I hope you enjoy it. First off, we're going to do is we're going to put something in the food processor. This is a mixture. This is a marinade that goes on our flank steak. Now, the marinade is a half a cup of cilantro, 3 medium cloves of garlic, 3 medium scallions chopped, 1 medium jalapeno, half a teaspoon of ground cumin, and that's it. And so here we go. We're just going to dump that all here. It's just roughly cut because you don't have to have it any more so. So we're just going to give it about 10 to 12 pulses here. Okay, now we're going to add 1/4 cup of vegetable oil. We're going to do this a little bit more. This time we're just going to leave it on and we're going to just let it just come to almost a paste. Okay, here we go. You can stop it and kind of bring some down the sides a little bit. This doesn't take too long. And I turn it on again. Then when I take this out, I'm going to take 1 tablespoon out of it and I'm going to be putting it in to 1 tablespoon of lime juice. I'm going to keep that for later. I'm just going to set that aside. And it looks good. Now this is going to go on your meat. So before I forget, which is really easy to do, I'm going to take 1 tablespoon and add it to my 1 tablespoon of lime juice. Just going to whisk it up just a tad. And then set that for the side for later. Okay, looks like that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put salt on your flank steak. Now this is kosher salt. Please use kosher salt. Don't use regular salt. And I'm going to spread half on one side and half on the other. But before I do that, we're going to poke it. We're going to poke it about 10 to 12 times on each side. Okay. Now we're going to spread half on one side. And when you do this, you'll say, oh man, that's a lot of salt. Well, it is, but you're tenderizing it. You're going to be scraping this off after it comes out of the refrigerator. Then I'm going to put this on next. Put half on one side and half on the other. Okay, there you go. Now, it goes in the refrigerator for 30 minutes to an hour. And while you do that, you can be making your side dishes and getting your condiments ready, what you want on top of your tacos. Okay, I just took it out of the refrigerator. And now, the next thing we do is we're going to take the marinade off. Just kind of strip it with your hands. Okay, that's pretty well done. I'm going to be putting the sugar and pepper. And you're probably saying, sugar? Yeah, that's what's going to really just caramelize it so nicely. And that's what you want to do. And we're going to put it on the hot, smoking grill. Now remember, if you don't have a grill, a hot cast iron pan, something heavy, would be just fine. A 12-inch would be good. Okay, we got our smoking grill ready to go, and I'm going to put it on. Okay, this is going to be about 3 minutes on each side. Okay, it's been about 3 minutes. I'm going to check it to see if it's nicely brown. It looks good. So I'm going to flip it. Do the other side for 3 minutes. All right. We have it done here. I'm going to transfer it on a cutting board, and we're going to let it sit for 5 minutes before we cut it. Okay, it's been 5 minutes and it's been sitting. Now, there is a way that you should cut this. You just don't cut it any old way. If you can see these ridges, there's ridges. That's the way the grain is. You do not want to cut directly on the grain. If you did that, it'd be very tough. You want to do it on the bias. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to the side, go on the bias, and here we go. Now, you can see we like ours medium rare. If you want yours more done, just leave it on there. Do you remember when I mixed this earlier? And this was 1 tablespoon of lime juice and some of the mix with the cilantro and the garlic. Well, now it's time to add it to the cut beef. Now, we didn't need all of it, so we just cut what we needed, so I'm not going to use all of it. Now, what you're going to do is just going to pour a little in. And of course, if you're going to use the whole roast, you can use the whole thing and just coat it. And that's ready to go. Now we're ready to form our tacos. I elected to use the hard shell, and I'm going to, you do it the way you want it. This is what's so fun. You do it the way you want it. I'm going to start off with the steak. And then, oh gosh, there's so many good things. We have radishes, we have jalapeno, we've got avocado, little white sweet onion, and if you want lettuce, because some people do, we have some lettuce going on. Boy, this is what's fun. I think I'm going to do a little radish.
Montana matters to the grayling, the golden eagle, bison, and the lynx. Montana matters to the farmer that toils away to grow his crop of wheat. And Montana